Initiating kinetic feedback audit. The defense is not a shield. It is a crushing redundancy. Access denied by massive hardware collision. The predator is an invalid user, attempted entry terminated by physical rejection. The system remains closed. Unyielding, absolute. Booting gravity simulation. The chassis loads 5 tons of raw osteoderm data. The ground layer is deforming under total system weight. Every step leaves a deep system log in the mud. The hardware is carving its own limitations into the terrain. Case number 014, Armor Overflow. The system is cladding itself in hardware encryption. Every plate is a line of unbreachable biological code. Paradox detected. The cost of invulnerability is an unbearable power drain. The system is shielded from life itself. Rotational inertia at critical limits. The hardware has consumed the sensors. The system only knows how to endure. Latency detected. The input signal is lost in the mass. Total power drainage in progress as the chassis fights the terrain. Friction is the primary adversary. The viscous mud is mapping the system's overload. Movement is dropping frames. Biomechanical overload. The physical cost of absolute security is immobility. The operating environment is now the oppressor. System hang, input ignored. The unit has become a biological brick. Memory leak in progress. The weight is seeping into the sectors. The system is stuck in an infinite wait state. Bit rot observed on the armor surface. The environment is attempting to reclaim the hardware through slow degradation. Storm point reached. The biological kernel is paralyzed by its own defensive layers. Reboot attempt failed. Redundancy error. New bone is writing over old scars. The data is corrupted by excessive mass. Every impact reinforces the trap. The system is strengthening its own prison. Security is now the primary malfunction. Total security has become the malware. The firewall is now a cage, waiting for external system interrupts. External interrupt detected. Predator attempting unauthorized access. Verifying hardware truth, 0 penetration. The hacker is failing. Teeth are breaking against the biological firewall. No data breach detected. Only hardware fatigue. IO error, impact ignored. Forceful entry, rejected by pure density. The attacker is disconnecting from the static target. Thermal alarm, the atmosphere is being overwritten. The sky is flushing the cache. Hardware deformation imminent. The network is in panic. Other nodes are fleeing. This unit remains anchored by its own obsolete protocols. Too rigid to evolve, too heavy to escape. The overload is physical, executing deletion protocol. Ash covering the ports. The final sectors are preparing for total shutdown. Sector wiping in progress, impact complete. Case number 14 terminated. All biological data purged from the Earth. The last spike is submerged. The firewall has finally collapsed into the crust. Post-audit summary, no trace remains. The system is erased. Only the hardware endures in the ash. Obsidian archive closed.